Hello to a new video for SPAD.neXt 0.9. This time how to program the Pro Yoke to do exactly the same things as the default programming that comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator. So let's switch the screen. I already started and created the control for the brakes. It's the button in front of the yoke. It's simply bound to the control event brakes with a button mode repeat, which means send a brakes command to the flight simulator as long as I press a button. Also programmed already the elevator down and elevator up trims on the A1 and A2 buttons, and now working on the head switch for panning the view. That's pretty easy. For each direction we just program east is done, so we program southeast, select simulation event as action. The action we want is pan view, and the parameter for pan view is the rotation rotation angle. So southeast would be 135 degrees, and of course we want it to repeat as long as I press the head switch southeast. This does not need any conditions because I want it to happen always. And same goes for source. It's simulation event, pan view, and source would be 180 degrees. So if I pull my plane over here and move the head switch, the directions that are programmed already work already. So we do the rest. Source west, simulation event, pan view, 125. Then we have west, simulation event, pan view, 270. And then we have northwest, simulation event, pan view, 315. So now I forgot for those events to set the repeat mode, so I have to do that. Automod did it for that one. Else we would have to press the directions on and on, and that's pretty boring. So this one has already repeated. So the head switch is ready. Let's check. Down, west, east, and all the other directions. The same can be done with the other pan commands that are there for controlling the simulator, like pan up, pan right, pan down. They don't need to give any parameters, they just will move to that direction until the button is released. So the head switch is done, so we have the left side of the yoke already done. Then we have the pitch axis. We just use the standard axis for it. Select, we want to have it to be the pitch. Where is it? Oh, it's the elevator. So what you then do is you can see there is no value coming from the joke right now because I didn't move it yet, so there's no value from it. So oops, the wrong one. Start moving the elevator axis, and you can see that the bar will move. So now I have my idle position, and say that's my neutral, and then I say pull it fully up. Let's see. Set it and push it, and simply say okay. Now my elevator axis is programmed. Same goes for the ailerons. Standard axis, ailerons. It's already in center position. Then I move it fully to the right. Press set. Move it fully to the left. Press set. Done. Okay, ailerons done. Now we just have this buttons here left. So it goes there. That right button, the red button on top, should change the view mode. So we just add an event in mode 1. Again, we send a simulation event, and we want to change the view mode. Switch to next view. Doesn't need a parameter, should not be repeated, that's it. So, again, go to our plane, remove the binding for the joystick in FSX. Where is it? That's gear. Flaps. View mode. Delete it. Press OK. Now I press the button and it's handled by SPAD.next now. So we go on to the next one. That's a C2. That toggles the gear. Add action, simulation event. I know it's something with gear, so I just type gear and there it is, gear toggle. No parameter. Not modifying anything coming from the simulator. Then we have the C1 button that's by default bound to release droppable objects. So we search for release. There it is. No parameter needed. No modification to the button behavior. Done. Then we have B1 being flaps increment. Again, a simulation event. Where is it? There is it. Flaps increment. No parameter. Not modified. And B2 is, as you might have guessed, flaps decrement. So if you don't know what event to use, you can always use a search. It not only works on the names, but also works on the text that's in there for the description. So if I search for handle, I get everything that has something to do with handle. Or if I already had a flap setting and I know I want something similar, I can just use a synchronize button and will see everything that does something similar. So flaps is not modified as well. So that's it for the joke part, and then we have the quadrant part. There we have for the left lever, the standard configuration is throttle, so we configure it as throttle. In this case without reverser, because the Cytex throttle has a dedicated reverser position, so throttle without reserver. Then we select we want to use it for all engines at the same time. Put the throttle into full thrust position. Oops, my plane is starting. Put the brakes in. It's no problem that the value decreases when I push the throttle up to 100%. Because SPAD.next will automatically normalize the value. But if you prefer that the number increases when you increase the throttle because you want to work with the values, you can simply say invert that axis, so it will just reverse min and max, and now 100% throttle is the maximum value it gets. I set it to full thrust, and idle thrust is of course 0. Then we have the second one that's not bound. Why is it not bound? So we can show something. I will bind the right lever to the flaps, and we'll bind it. So if I put it to the 25 position, I will put flaps 1 on the 50, flaps 2, 75, flaps 3. So to make it easier to hit the value, I will make that a ranged control. Means I will start maybe here for the flaps 1 position and stop here for the flaps 1 position. So I say it's a custom axis. Move it to my start position right below the 25 mark. Say it's a range definition, yes. It starts at this position. Okay, now it looks a bit strange. So we use the axis value because we don't want to set a fixed value. And we use a raw value because it's better to work with it. And again, we invert it. So we move it to 0 and to 100%. So we want to start here for flaps 1. Say set until there to 98. And now it's important. I say I only want the event that is bound to this lever now. Should only happen once when the throttle or when the lever is within this range. So if the lever is at 68, it will send the event to the simulator. If I then move it up, it will not do anything until I leave the range. So it will start at 99 to evaluate anything else. And now I select what I want to do, and I want to work with the flaps, and there we have flaps 1. Let's see if we have something better. No, so we use flaps 1 for that, and swap de whoop, and then we copy this event and paste it again because we will want to flaps 1, flaps 2, and flaps 3. So now I go to that definition and say now I care for flaps 2. I move it to the start position right below the position, and that's my start position, that's my end position, and I want to have it to flaps 2. Done. Then we go to the third one, edit it as well. Start position will be here, end position will be here. Okay. Now we need a setting for flaps 0, that is this position. So we just paste it again. Edit is set from 0 to 20. Flaps up. Okay, now I delete, whoops, where is it? The binding in the simulator. Disabling just all the, let's see if it's still bound. Club marks, not bound. So FSX should not do anything anymore. Then we go into our cockpit view, and let's see if I can get flips handle. Hard to see. If I now start to move it, you hear it, flaps start moving as I move the lever. And I move it back to 0. So that's how you can use the ranged axis. Just to repeat, oh, wrong value here, should be flaps 3. Just to repeat, you just define the starting and the ending value of the range. Say I want to happen the event that is bound to it only one time while the lever is in this range. Define the target. This can be either a data value if you write a value somewhere, or a control, which is the case in most of the cases if you want to control the simulator somehow. For the reverser positions, we can do that as well. And we can program the buttons. Don't know if they are bound now. No idea what's the standard configuration for it. Just enable it. Let's see. Oh no, it's not bound to anything. So now we have a basic Pro Yoke configuration. Can bind the middle one, since we do it for Cessna, to the propeller pitch, and say minimum, maximum for all 4 engines, for all 4 propellers. Save our profile, and now we can go and publish the device, because it might become in handy. So click on publish and name it default Pro Yoke. Standard complete device for all aircrafts. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.